April 27th, 2018. Over 5 years ago, cinema was changed forever when... Hi. It's been 5 years now since the release of Avengers Infinity War, and wow. I don't even know how to describe this movie except wow. I still remember how I felt walking out of the theater 5 years ago when I was like 12 or 13. I've always loved this movie. Ever since I first saw it, it is just the kid inside of me loves this movie. But honestly, I haven't watched it in like 3 years now, and I'm curious to see, how does Avengers Infinity War hold up 5 years later? Does it? Is it still good? How does it compare to the new MCU stuff? We're gonna talk about all of that in this video. But first, go ahead and snap that subscribe button. I don't know. Just subscribe. Alright, it helps out the channel a lot and means the world to me. It shows me you're still enjoying the stuff I'm doing. Anyway, let's get right into the video. The movie opens with this cold opening on the Marvel logo with the Asgardians calling out for help, and it sets the tone, dude. There's no music, no like cheerful Marvel opening that we usually get, just drear. I remember I was in the theaters and I was like, shit, okay, here we go. Immediately, they're all dead. Thanos is here. And also, this guy, whatever he's doing. Josh Brolin is amazing as Thanos. He's just so threatening so quickly, which is probably one of my favorite parts of this movie. Going back and rewatching it, we just jump straight into the action and then, damn, there's the Hulk. Oh, no, never mind. This is Thanos with one Infinity Stone, by the way. Eat your heart out, Kang. This introduction is miles better than whatever we got in Ant-Man. Like, there's just such a level of fear here that we have versus the guy that couldn't beat Ant-Man. Also, Jonathan Majors is kinda... These guys are just so cool looking, by the way. I love these guys. Why didn't we get a Disney Plus series on these guys instead of like Moon Knight or whatever? And oh, there goes Heimdall. Man, I kind of forgot that after Ragnarok I was starting to like Loki, and oh, he's gone too. This movie means business. It really is the... Yeah, that one. Tony and Pepper are back together. Good to know. No need to dwell on it. We got an Infinity War to do. I love it. So after a quick Infinity Stone history lesson and Bruce freaking out about Thanos, Tony's in. Also describing Thanos as a plague is cold. They are setting him up to be a menace in this movie, and from what we've seen so far, this guy's the real deal.
Cauldron of the cosmos. Is that what that is?
I'm going to allow that.
I miss Tony. Man, the heart of the MCU really died with Robert Downey Jr., dude.
God, we haven't caught up in a spell, have we? Avengers broke up. We're toast.
Broke up? Like a band? Like the Beatles?
Damn, they broke up so hard, Tony can't even call the guy. Alright, I love this. Beautiful stuff here with Bruce and Tony, and the fun rivalry between Strange and Tony, and Wong being Wong. But yeah, we're in an Infinity War, so action time. Spider-Man's here, I guess. Ned's a real one, dude. The guy in the chair never disappoints. I love Stan Lee. I love Spider-Man. This movie's amazing so far. Well, they can't all be winners, I guess. Yeah, I don't love the Iron Man suit. I can't lie. It's just not my thing. The nanotech, kinda cool in 2018. Doesn't hold up in 2023 as well. Still looks kinda cool though. Very comic booky, which I appreciate. I mean, so far this whole movie is so comic book. They're just so unapologetic about it as well. They are just going for it. I think I'm in love, honestly. Spider-Man's back. I love Spider-Man.
What's up, Mr. Stark?
Kid, where'd you come from?
Oh, I forgot. Not this one though. I forgot how beautiful the Homecoming suit is though. It is just so Spider-Man. Why couldn't he be Spider-Man?
Mr. Stark, I'm being beamed up.
You can really tell when Spider-Man is being written by the Russos in the MCU, and I haven't decided if that's a good thing or not.
Mr. Stark, it smells like a new car in here.
Yup, don't love this suit either. really don't love this suit. It's not the worst thing. It's not even the worst nanotech suit we've gotten, but it's too Iron Man. I think the idea of the Iron Spider is cool though, so I'll give it a pass, I guess. This is the Guardians. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy. I couldn't be more excited for Guardians 3. Just rewatching this movie just reminded me how much I love these guys. Teenage Groot is a whole mood, and I love him. And there's Thor.
It's a real wake-up call for me. Okay, I'm gonna get a Bowflex.
I love Chris Pratt. Am I allowed to say that in 2023? Am I allowed to like Chris Pratt? Because I do, okay? I love him. Thor and the Guardians are perfect together. Perfect way to get the Guardians, especially Gamora, involved in the Infinity... Yeah, that. Thor really is a tragic character. One of my favorites, especially building up to this point. Really can't wait for Thor 4 whenever they decide to make that movie. Yep, whenever they're ready to make Thor 4, I am ready to watch it. Whenever. Splitting the movie into a few different teams and subplots and then bringing them all together really made it to where this movie that definitely should not work kinda works. And I love it. There's not a bad subplot in this film. Every time they're jumping around, I'm having fun. This scene is really nice. It's pretty. The WandaVision fan in me loves this and wants more, but after Multiverse of Madness, I'm having a real hard time even liking Wanda, which I didn't expect coming back to this movie, but her character has changed so much since this one. It's hard to even want her to win here. Is that just me? Still cool to watch them fight though. It kind of makes me miss Vision. Also, one more time, these children of Thanos are very, very cool looking. Captain America's back and he has a beard this time to show that he's an edgy outlaw and that time has passed since the last one. Sam, Falcon, cool. Black Widow too, badass, okay. She looks amazing. Blonde hair and a jacket that they'll probably make a movie about. Man, Gamora really is great in this movie. This scene and so many more throughout the movie really adds so much to her character, and even now we don't have the conclusion to some of this. Hopefully we'll get that in Guardians 3. I'd be shocked if we didn't. So I'll just say now, I love Gamora here. This scene is great, but since we don't have the conclusion yet, I probably won't say too much about her in this video, except for, you know, the one scene. Okay, I love Mantis. They're all like lurking forward and she's moving like a mantis. That's just so weird and I love it. It is also this whole nowhere scene in general. I love the whole sequence. The intensity with Thanos and seeing the reality stone in full effect as just none of this was real at all. The reveal, it's so amazing and so tense, dude. Genuine chills right here. Chills. And he only has 3 of the stones and he's this powerful, this intimidating. I love it. And all of this builds to Star-Lord pulling the trigger and he does it, but it doesn't matter, and that's heartbreaking. Thanos doesn't play fair and I love it. This is the villain we're looking for.
I'm not looking for forgiveness. Earth just lost your best defender, so we're here to fight.
Cold, so cold. The Russo brothers know how to write Captain America, that's for sure.
Hi, Bruce.
That.
This is all I need. Alright, Joss Whedon was on something when he made these two a thing anyway. We can move on. This is good enough for me.
We don't trade lives, Vision.
I mean, not exactly true, but I like the sentiment, I guess. A lot of those Wakandans are gonna die later, so I don't know, man. Speaking of Wakandans, Wakanda, fuck, I love Wakanda, and fuck, I love Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, dude. The MCU really has not been the same since. Also, Bucky is back, and so is his arm, and now we're back to space. There's just so much happening, but I love it. This interrogation's pretty cool, and also Iron Spider-Man. I like their relationship, I really do. I was raised on the MCU, and I love this. But come on, make him a little bit more Spider-Man, please. Like, I know we're getting it now, but 5 years too late, you know what I mean? When does the Wilhelm scream become cringe? I'm just asking, alright? And just a little question, when does the Wilhelm scream become too much?
I'm sorry, I'm confused as to the relationship here. I mean, what is he, your ward?
No.
We all are, Dr. Stephen Strange. We all are. I do love this, though. I love this argument between Iron Man and Doctor Strange. It really does show the duality and difference in how these superheroes can superhero. And we honestly don't see that a lot. And honestly, for a genre that can be pretty oversaturated, we don't see that a lot. Well, not executed well, at least. This is already nostalgic, man. The movie's been out for 5 years, and this is already nostalgic. People have probably made whole videos on this scene alone, so I'm not gonna go too far into it, but I love it. He doesn't sit on the throne. She tells him he hates it. He doesn't sit on the throne. And throughout this whole scene, we really see that he believes he's right, and that makes you feel something. Whether you agree with him or not, hopefully you don't, by the way, because he is wrong, but he believes he's right, and that makes you feel something. And that's just all I want from these superhero villains, is to feel something. Speaking of feeling things, Rocket and Thor. Not the heart-to-heart type you would think, but this scene has feelings, and it really shows you where Thor is and what he'd do in the next movie. That really sets him up for one of the best sequels ever in the MCU, until we got, not one of the best sequels ever in the MCU. Man, the CGI in this movie is actually really good. Maybe I just am too used to the not so great CGI we get these days, but I feel like a lot of this movie is stunning. amazing, but the giant CGI here isn't great. It looks off. Not bad or anything, and definitely not bad enough to complain about it, but definitely bad enough to mention it in the video. He looks like he's not there, while everything else that is also not there seems like it fits. Is that weird? I don't know. Also, this is super cool. That's the power of the sun. Awesome. Moving on. This is the best part of the movie, when one of the groups join together, and these two groups coming together is amazing.
Do it, Quill. I can take it.
No, he can't take it.
She's right, you can't.
They're literally perfect.
He took my girl. Wait, who are you?
We're the Avengers, man.
Come on, I love it.
How many did we win? One.
I mean, probably not true, but I still love it. This whole Infinity... Yeah, that is just setting itself up. Like, something really cool happens, and then they say something really cool like that, and then something else really cool happens. I'm just geeking out. I forgot how comic book this is, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it.
In order to take the stone, you must lose that which you love.
Okay, 1, really cool concept. Really, really cool concept. Also, 2, Red Skull. That's cool. And then 3, man, this hits hard because it really implies that to him, in his mind, how he's treated Gamora for all these years, that's love. Which, by the way, it's not, but to him it is. And it's not like he's faking it either, because he gets the stone. He really believes that this is love, and that's tragic and dark.
This isn't love.
I ignored my destiny once.
Was this ever explained? Somebody like new rock stars me in the comments below, because I'm a little stumped. When did he ignore his destiny? I don't know. New York? I don't know.
Why didn't you just reprogram the synapses to work collectively?
Because we didn't think of it?
I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I love Shuri, so like, hell yeah, but I love Bruce and I love Tony and they're smart, so I don't know, this feels weird, but I think I'm okay with it. This is sick. This whole scene coming into Wakanda is so sick. I love this. Also, Bruce being in the Hulkbuster might just be my new spirit animal, by the way. It's so weirdly wholesome, but also, war, and this is really cool.
Thank you for standing with us. And for it too.
I mean, come on, this movie's not leaving anybody out, like, at all. I'm a kid at heart, big explosions and cool action figures that I recognize running into each other. I'm happy. At the end of the day, I'm happy. Not even too concerned that these are just gray monsters, because we also got this, and that goes so incredibly hard. What the hell? And then we get this Thor. It's so fucking awesome. I love superheroes so much. And honestly, this is the turn in the battle, and it just shows how powerful Thor is, and look at him, he's so cool. And then on Titan, this whole sequence is amazing. Everything on Titan is really good. The interaction between Strange and Thanos, where we get another chance for Thanos to make us kind of believe him, but he's still the bad guy, and this fight really shows us that he's brutal. Cool. Very cool. Nebula's here now, I guess. I don't know. I haven't talked about her in this video, but the next movie's more hers anyway.
Where's Gamora?
No, you did not!
Wow. I've always wondered, and rewatching I think about it more, how close were they really? Would they have actually beat him? I guess we'll never know, because this boy wakes up angry, alright? He throws a moon at him, just throws a whole moon. But also, this whole fight with Iron Man and Thanos is great. I just love the respect, or, you know, respect in air quotes, that he shows Tony. I don't know, it adds a lot to both of their characters, in my opinion. It's kind of a bummer it wasn't explored more in Endgame. There's a lot that happens in this last hour of this movie. Like, everything in this Wakanda scene is almost perfect. Scarlet Witch joining the fight, Vision saving Cap, the fight with the Hulkbuster and the big scary one, I don't know, him? Yeah, him. But then at the same time on Titan, we have the most intense fight ever between Strange and Thanos, with both just showing how powerful these stones are, really putting into perspective what Thanos can and what Thanos will do with 6 of them. Also butterflies, I guess. And then, man, the trading of the time stone, it really leaves an empty feeling in your gut. It's heart-wrenching, as we know what he can do with 4, let alone 5 of them, and he gets the time stone. And it feels like all hope is lost, because it is. Hope is lost. They lost. As far as Titan is concerned, Thanos won. But not all hope is lost, because we still have Wakanda, and they're fighting. Alright, they're making ground too. But as soon as Thanos arrives, everything changes. And I love it. They even stop for a minute, because they can feel it. He's not even there yet, and they can feel his presence. And then he's here. Destiny arrives. And truly, they're just no match for him anymore. And it's terrifying. I mean, it's cool, Captain America withstanding the Power Stone, but come on, you can't stop Thanos.
I just feel you.
Heartbreaking. No other words. You feel their love. You feel everything. You feel it. It's too much. It's too much for me. But you can't stop Thanos. I can't describe how I felt in the theater as a 12-year-old boy when Thanos reversed Vision's death. This had never happened before. It was so shocking. I remember not even knowing how to feel because my favorite characters lost. Like, actually lost. Thanos has all 6 stones and it's over. He won. But then Thor comes out of nowhere ready to save the day. This is the Avengers, bitch. Can't beat Thor. Come on down.
Should have gone for the head.
Now, wait. What? No. Thanos can't win. Not like this. It's quiet. I remember in the theater it went quiet. Everyone listening so intensely on the edge of their seats to what Thanos says to Gamora.
What did it cost?
Everything.
Thanos is gone. Thanos is gone. He won. And then it happens. Probably the biggest twist that I'll never forget as Bucky vanishes. And they all start to vanish. T'Challa, Groot, Wanda, Sam, Mantis, Strange, and Drax. And then Peter. Probably at the time the most emotion I'd ever felt in the theater. Since then there's definitely been more, and I've grown out of the MCU a little bit, so this doesn't hit as hard now, but I still remember how I felt and how millions of people felt to watch the Avengers lose. The movie ends with Thanos looking out at the sunset because he won. This was his movie from the beginning. He said exactly what he was gonna do and he did it. He did all of it with really nothing stopping him. Thanos won. It's over. So 5 years later, does it hold up? Yeah, it does. It holds up amazingly. I still love this movie to pieces, and I'm so grateful that it even exists. As weird as that sounds, I'm sure, I love it. Probably an all-timer for me, and I hate putting cape shit in my top 10s all of the time, but this is up there. Yeah, the emotions just can't and probably won't ever be replicated for me, and I'm talking so much praise here just to say there's a sequel, Avengers Endgame, and next year, 2024, that movie turns 5 years old. And I guess around this time, I'll be asking again, does Avengers Endgame hold up 5 years later? Spoilers, I have some hot takes on that one. Haven't watched it in a while, but I didn't like it too much the last time, so, but I guess we'll find out. I'll see you next year, bye. Post-credit time, baby. This one was boring and set up the next Marvel movie while also killing more characters you love. Like, imagine if I ended this video by saying, hey, watch another one of these videos, and also subscribe. Want to know what I think about Endgame? Too bad. See you in a year. That's basically what the post-credit scene is like in this movie. Like, imagine doing that. Who could even think of